welcome to Pricing College with your hosts Aidan Campbell
and Joanna Wells.
Often in life, people want to jump right into the deep end. We've covered this in a few previous episodes, but often people want to know, sometimes you can talk to a business and they want you to start optimizing prices immediately. And you say, well, what sort of processes do you have in place at the beginning? And they go, well, nothing. We don't have any pricing in place. And so the question is, can you just start optimizing prices on day one?
Yeah, I think, people, executives want to optimize prices because it does, in theory, sound like a great way to drive profitability really quickly, especially maybe if you're in a tricky situation, you need the cash flow or markets have changed and you want to get ahead of the competitors. Now, optimization, if you look at vendors of optimization software will tick the box and all of that, or even consultants that say they can do that. Yes, they can, but I think it's really important for executives and pricing teams to just be aware of a few things before they do dive into price optimization projects.
I think it's common sense. If you've invested no time, no effort in your pricing department, if it's run by you don't even know who it's run by. It could be the sales, it could be marketing, it could be just discounting ad hoc of a list price. If you have no processes, controls, systems in place, which, let's be honest, is a huge number of companies, really you can start optimizing, but let's be honest, what you're going to be doing is not going to be that useful. And it may not fit into your overall strategy, your overarching aims for the business. It may not align with what your marketing department's doing. So, I'll be honest, it's probably not that beneficial to you. And you may end up optimizing, changing prices, communicating them to your customers. And then, when you really start digging into your pricing, have to undo it or do something completely different.
Yeah, I think it's important to really understand the pricing maturity of your company before you consider optimizing. And good consultants will start any project with a very thorough pricing diagnostic, just to know if optimization, price optimization is the right thing for you, or even to customize the right program roadmap for the business to ensure success and to limit any exposure to risk, especially profit downgrades, volume loss, things like that. But in terms, if you were going to look at this question very theoretically, and and you say that the business is in medium maturity, there could be a possibility of optimizing prices with some risk, but if they were managed correctly, could you do it? Yes. If you've got, say, a list price, you want that to be optimized in some way, put some sense and order to the price category hierarchy. This year, last year's sales, and you're going to compare and do some price elasticity based on those very few metrics. Yes, you can do it. And there will be some gains from it. I would say maybe 1%, even 2% margin increase from doing that within the first 6 months. And when you look at it, there's only a few factors, few variables to consider there. And I think if you just do the bare basics, good sales directors and their teams can do it. I've see them do it, but I've also seen, this optimization being applied more as a blanket price increase or done very crudely in terms of, because their segmentation strategy is also very crude. It's just a quadrant segmentation. They lump customers into 4 groups and then apply very basic price algorithm on top. And this often leads to a lot of customers complaining about the price because it doesn't apply to them. They feel like they're being overcharged, while others feel like they're being have been undercharged, and they're going, yeah, this is great, but what happens to you? You lose money. So I think, you've got to be careful how you go about this. And I think having a crude optimization strategy will get you so far, but also lead you to risk. And equally, having a crude segmentation strategy will limit your optimization.
Yeah, I think in that context, what we're really talking about is, say, you make a call to someone and you say, we want to improve our pricing. It's really the consultancy model where an external expert will come in and do it for you or help you do it or, handhold you through that optimization process. But then they'll leave, after the checks have been paid, they'll leave and the skills won't be there. So it's a short-term thing. Or do you build the internal process in your company that then will over time be able to continually optimize? Because let's be honest, optimization is not a one-day thing, set and forget. Business changes. You've got to keep doing it over and over and over again as you hone in your strategy and improve the business and the pricing approach of that company. It's the old cliche, do you want to fish today or do you want to learn to fish and then eat forever? And I suppose it's not a philosophical difference, but it's a business difference. My personal view is, sometimes if you want everything immediately and all this great benefit today and free money, a price optimization will help you, but if it sounds too good to be true, the reality is it probably is. And so you have to put in the hard work. You have to really dig through it, have a plausible business plan, business model, which aligns with pricing, and then you implement. People always, one of the big buzzwords nowadays in business and entrepreneurial stuff is execution. Yeah, you have to execute. You have to have the plan, the strategy, and then execute it. A pricing optimization should be something that once your strategy is in place, you can do it down the line. Obviously, if your business is in massive trouble and you need extra cash in the next 3 months, which nearly all companies do, it will help you. But bear in mind that it's probably you want both things happening.
Yeah, no, I think that's a really good point. And I think that speaks to the point I was making earlier about, there's only so far lay people can go in pricing when they're doing optimization, because they don't know. They've got just playing with very basic variables. They're not doing full optimization. They're just doing some analytics. It's just a basic formula. And this is why a lot of companies now are building pricing teams to really internalize and drive optimization and analytics programs, both in terms of developing the price algorithm. So it's not necessarily just the consultants that can do that. High performance pricing teams can as well, but also, drive that program, tweak it, optimize even the process, learn from mistakes, and mitigate risks, and really capitalize on the value of the product portfolio or the services that business is selling. And as we've spoken a lot in other podcasts, a good pricing team is a glue in an organization. It brings teams together to make pricing sort of more of an organizational discipline. It's not just owned by the pricing team or whoever does the optimization. It's owned by everybody who gets involved, and that's the beauty of internalizing the optimization and pricing capability.
Yeah, I think if you in your business, if you want to discuss this with us, reach out, contact us. All our contact info is on our website, taylorwells.com.au, and yeah, we'd look forward to chatting you through options, suggestions, all those sort of things. So yeah, that's it from me today.
Yeah, the best way is to go to taylorwells.com.au, our homepage, and click on free pricing audit, and we can help you with all these different optimization and pricing people and strategy issues and problems.
Have a great evening. Bye.
Bye.